Welcome to the efficiency trap, the thing that we end up having to deal with every single time that we get more efficient at the work we do. It's no secret, I'm a productivity guru. I'm a self-help and business enthusiast. But the problem when it comes to this is the fact that I often put myself in a position where every single day I think, oh, how can I save time? And then the next day, I had more on my plate. After reading the book 4,000 Weeks by Oliver Burkeman, I realized that this efficiency trap had severely been impacting the quality of my life. And I was like, so what do I do about this? Because is my business getting better? Yes. Do I really like what I'm doing? Also yes. But I ended up coming into this weird position where as much as I was improving, I also felt like I was moving back, my own mental space and health. Now let me be clear. There is nothing wrong about being efficient, but the problem is when you put more on your plate as a result of becoming more efficient without scaling back the total amount of things that you do, or what we're going to talk about towards the end of this video. If you're someone who's like this, I'm going to break down a few rules for you to get out of the efficiency trap that might surprise you. When finding efficiencies in the work that you're doing, make sure that you can figure out ways to improve the quality before you expand on the quantity of that work. Say, for example, you're like me and figured out how to improve the amount of time it takes for you to complete a video. Maybe instead of making more, you can go back and improve the quality of those. This happened a lot in the last few years as I started my YouTube channels in like 2020, and it was not pretty. The first few years, very meh stuff. But recently people tell me my content's not bad, and it's because I've spent the time to not focus on making more videos, but making better ones first. And then after that, I did expand upon the quantity that I was making. By doing this, you're also leaving yourself more fulfilled with what the end result is for all of your outputs. And you also can focus on increasing the leverage on the current tasks you have without spreading yourself too thin on what you want to create. If you're going to add more tasks to your plate, make sure that they are not 100% public facing or integral to what you're doing as a business for at least a few weeks. This will allow you to really refine the process in the background and not get onto another treadmill of needing to keep it public facing. As for me, with like content, or with you if you're offering a service, make sure that you're really expanding on the quality work that you're doing before you're just putting out more meh work. You can roll it out to like your team internally and ask what they think about it, really hone in on making it a good service, and then roll it out externally. Maybe roll it out to existing clients rather than new clients. Take little steps here and there to improve the quality without expanding the scale at which you have to provide the quality right away. Say you're a content creator or you're somebody who even owns a coffee shop. If you really love what you're doing and you're finding more ways to get efficient at what you're doing, you should actually probably take a step and realize that if you're being more efficient at what you're doing, means that you could teach someone how to be just as efficient at what you're doing, and you can scale back the amount of work you do by employment. So say you are getting to the point where you have 2 YouTube channels, you have a full-time editor, you have an assistant, and maybe you want to improve the quality of your content more than anything at this point. There's nothing more for you to prove from a quantity standpoint. You should probably just improve the quality, right? But you've gotten so good at making all these videos so quickly, you could just keep reinvesting the same assets, as in yourself and your editor, and increase their time and effort on the same task, or you can get more help to improve what you're doing. Sometimes it's about quality over quantity. I think a lot of people forget that, myself included, and I also forget how often people like Gary Vee do miss the point of like, yeah, well, it better be good. Because Gary sometimes just opens up his phone and is like, hey, what's up, my man? You see this new ChatGPT thing? And to me, the quality of the content is not very good. However, everyone's got their own strategies. But for me, at least, I do fundamentally believe that there is nothing wrong with reinvesting time that you're doing extra into somebody else, taking a few weeks before you then reinvest extra time maybe into the quality of the work that you want to be doing. And the only reason for that is because sustained productivity is more important than like marginal increases of effort that then lead to you decreasing the amount of time you spend on it later when you inevitably burn out because you didn't focus on your health at all. Get out of the efficiency trap and make sure to check out this video on how to improve your productivity even more.